All right. So down payment assistance. When I'm talking about our down payment assistance program, basically, if you're eligible for FHA, you're eligible for down payment assistance. It's going to be the 3.5% down. It does not cover the closing costs necessarily, but it does cover the down payment. You have to have a 600 credit score, which normally we can go down to a 580 credit score on FHA. But for this particular program, they need to have a 600. They do not have to be a first-time home buyer. There's no additional underwrites. So basically, they get underwritten. And as long as we get the green light to move forward with a traditional FHA loan, we can finance in their down payment. They can have a non-occupying co-borrower. There's no income limit, which is huge. When we started this, there was an income limit. And so it's really nice that that has been removed. And there's no minimum borrower contribution. So it's really user-friendly. It's very flexible. Basically, the way it works is your first loan is your normal FHA. There's a second in place, and there's two ways to do that. First one is to do a 0% interest on the second mortgage, and it is forgiven after 10 years. So there's no additional payment, but it's going to sit there. And if you refinance or you move in the next 10 years, you're going to have to pay it off. So it just depends on people's scenarios and their own situations as to whether or not this is the best path for them to go with financing in the down payment. Other option is to do a 10-year amortizing payment, which is just principal and interest on that 3.5% that they borrowed that's amortized over 10 years to their normal monthly payment. This is the way everybody that I've done has chosen to go because the interest rate is much better. But it's a really great way just to help somebody if their challenge is money out of pocket, or maybe they do have some savings that they can contribute to the closing costs and prepaids, not enough to do both. I feel like it's pretty superior to a lot of the grant programs that are out there just because there's no lag in timing for the contract. The underwriting is exactly the same pace as normal. And it does not need to be put into the contract. Like it's kind of irrelevant to anybody else. If they can get their financing, they're going to get this. So it doesn't need to be highlighted in the contract to make the seller aware that they're getting a down payment assistance option.